If you've been feeling disconnected from your brand, you are not alone. This is a common thing that I experience with a number of the clients that come to me. And it's something that I actually experienced in my brand a couple of years ago before I rebranded. And that is going to be what we are unpacking today, why you feel misaligned in your brand and what you can do about it. But first, if you're new here, my name is Hunter Myers. I am the face and mind behind Verger Design Co., which is a branding agency that helps queer and women-owned businesses who are resisting showing up in marketing and their sales. Oftentimes, because, shocker, they feel disconnected from their brand. And together, we build a brand that actually feels like you and has your ideal clients falling head over heels for the brand. So on this channel, we do treat branding a little bit like dating. That's where this misalignment is going to come in. So I'm going to drop some analogies for you. And we're going to go ahead and just dive in. So let's first talk about what that misalignment feels like, because it can look like a lot of different things. But first, internally, what does it feel like? You can find yourself asking, okay, am I saying the right thing? Or you're posting content and it just isn't there. There's something about it that's not clicking for you. Or sometimes because of this misalignment, you're embarrassed by your brand. You don't want to send people to your website. You don't want to be putting out marketing materials because it just doesn't feel right. These are all some of the indicators that you are feeling misaligned. And what I have found is this tends to happen because business owners, especially queer and women-owned businesses, are operating on the shoulds level. They have built a brand that people have told them they should build. They're showing up how they should be seen, and in the process of doing so, are hiding a lot of themselves. Now, in the beginning, this might have worked for you. And I know this because it worked for me too. When I first started my business 6 years ago, I had a certain vision in my mind of how I needed to show up to be taken seriously. Because prior to starting the business, I had only worked for other people. I had never been the face of a brand. I had never been out there making sales myself, making the kind of content that I knew I needed to now start making to run the business. And so I was looking at everyone else who I found to be successful and was copying them. Now for me, this was, you know what, I should work with luxury brands because that seems to be what everyone else is doing and that's where the money is. So that's what I'm going to do. And I put on this luxury facade. Now, clearly, if you look at me, I don't give off luxury. And it should come as no surprise that I don't shop luxury either. However, the brand and the persona that I was trying to show up as had to emulate these feelings. And it felt like, for me as the owner and the person who was doing the marketing, I had to transform into someone else in order to show up. And as I said, this did work for a little bit in the beginning, but you know what started happening? Marketing got really, really hard. I was tired, I was burning out, and I stopped showing up altogether. And this is what has happened to a number of founders that I have spoken to before they decided to rebrand. You wear yourself out, policing yourself constantly, making sure that you're showing up how you should be when you could just be showing up as yourself and be making far better connections. So we're gonna bring in that dating analogy now, okay? I want you to think about you, maybe you're on a dating app, maybe you're on a dating website of some sort, and you are about to go on a date with someone. They have presented themselves a certain kind of way, and then you show up and they are not what they describe. Maybe their pictures don't look the same. Maybe they behave completely differently than when they were interacting with you online. And you're kind of left there wondering, what the hell is going on? When you feel misalignment in your brand, your customers feel that. Your customers are the people going on those Tinder dates. They can sense when you're not fully in it, which is oftentimes why you're also not making sales when you have this misalignment with your brand. Your customers are far more in tune to what's going on than you might think they are. And the last thing you want to be doing is catfishing them like I was at the beginning of my business journey. You see, what makes you special as a person and your personality, what should be coming through in your brand, whether it's a personal brand or a business brand, because business brands count on the founders to set the foundation for what they are meant to be. But when you are holding that back, you are making yourself forgettable and you're setting your business up for failure because you are not fully invested when you feel misaligned with your brand. Now, don't get me wrong, you should absolutely still consider your customers when you are going through the brand development process. Because at the end of the day, for your business to be successful, you have to be attracting the right people. But you also have to be showing up as yourself so you actually get out there and make sales. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you, again, you need to be showing up a certain way. Copy this funnel or that thing, and you will be successful. But the reality is, you are your own person. And if you have tried so many different things and nothing is working yet, chances are it is because there is a misalignment going on. And that is exactly what I help clients handle and deal with. Through my 5-part client attraction framework, I make sure that you are fully seen. We dive into every bit of your identity and how we want to present that identity to your customers. And then we also focus on what do your customers need to feel, see, and hear to get comfortable enough to purchase from you? How do we create that perfect relationship between the two of you? You don't have to feel misaligned in your brand. It is a problem that is absolutely solvable. And if you are struggling with your marketing and sales, there is a good chance that brand misalignment is going on. And I can help you with that. So if you're tired of hiding behind a brand that doesn't feel like you and has started to feel like a costume, reach out to me. I offer brand design services. I offer strategy sessions, anything that we can do to try to get you comfortable and rooted in who you are so you can show that to your customers. And for the rest of us who want to learn from you and see you and purchase from you and all of that. Now, I'll have links to my services in the description. I also have a link to a brand attractiveness assessment if you want to see how well you're showing up for your customers. But remember, before any relationship starts, you've got to work on yourself. And that is the first part of my client attraction framework, and is something that I can absolutely help you with. Also, if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, share it with whoever you want, and I will see you in the next one.